What is going on, everyone? My name is Deltah and welcome back to another Division 2 weekly vendor reset video. And if you're new to this channel, then this is your weekly report on all the best gears and items available for purchase in the Division 2. Now, I want to just first start off by saying, if you have not seen my Division Community Series video that I posted yesterday, a link will be left in the description and it should be up on the screen right now. So yeah, do me a favor, go check it out. Alrighty, getting right into it, the must-buys and god rolls for this week are the Night Watcher at the Clan Vendor, the Police M4 at the Clan Vendor, the Firm Handshake at the Theater, Emperor's Guard at DZ East, ACR at DZ South, and the FAL at Roy Benitez. Alrighty, getting right into the base of operations. Let's see what we got. So we have the Grudge here with 11% SMG damage, 14.5% crit chance, and 8.4% stability. I'm pretty sure you get this gun for defeating the Warlords campaign, so probably a skip. The converted SMG-9 with SMG damage, crit chance, mag size, and in sync. This is an interesting purchase. Probably would want to roll the magazine size off to something else, probably crit damage. The G36 enhanced. This is an alright weapon. I would probably skip. Diceros, skip. Richter and Kaiser, skip. Providence Defense, this is interesting, but I think if you really need it and you're looking for Providence with armor regen, I would probably pick it up, and you'd probably have to roll skilled off to like Unbreakable or something, or whatever you're interested in running. You can make your decision on this. Mods, pick them up if you need them. They're here. Alrighty, moving on. So, picking right up at the Clan Vendor.
Glad you're here.
We have the Night Watcher, and this was the first one on my must-buy list. It comes with armor, 100% scanner pulse haste, and 8% status effects. Now, I would recommend picking this up. It is a little bit pricey, but this goes really well with a spotter build. Anyways, this is a good purchase. Molesley ESD gloves. We have hardwired gear set. Probably pass. Tip of the Spear is a pass. Negotiator's Dilemma. This is actually a pretty good piece if you're looking for this build. We have this rifle here. Skip. Officer's M9A1. Skip. Police M4. Now this is actually really interesting. Yeah, I know the assault rifle damage is low, but that can be optimized, or you could just re-roll it. Personally, I would re-roll the headshot damage to damage to targets out of cover, or maybe crit damage if I really need it. But this is a really good weapon, particularly because of in sync, so I would recommend purchasing this one. Surplus SVD, this is probably a pass. 586 Magnum with Breadbasket is probably a pass. This Golden gear with Intimidate actually is pretty good. I would recommend rolling off the skill damage and keeping the Hasbro potentially. And I know the armor roll is really low, but that again can be optimized, or you could just re-roll it. And Intimidate is a really good talent, especially with a Lady Death or any type of SMG build. Cheska backpack with Concussion. This is a rainbow, but I like Concussion as a talent, so maybe. And mods, pick them up if you need them. Alrighty, everyone, welcome to the theater.
Nice seeing you.
Starting it off hot with the Firm Handshake, and this, ladies and gentlemen, was on my must-buys list. 15% status effects, 8.3% weapon damage, 4.4% crit chance. You've got your pick, guys. You can probably roll crit damage onto it, or you can roll armor. Then this is really good for a Ridgeways build if you're using a low Lady Death with it, or perhaps the Backfire. But this is really good. The 612, I would probably pass on this, especially because the rate of fire and Reformation is not really the best talent you want on a shotgun. Police MK17, this is probably a pass. Walker Harris coat, this is a really good pair of gloves. I would recommend rolling the weapon handling to crit chance, or you can keep it if you're a madman and you can roll armor onto it for whatever build you're running. But this is a 2 out of 3, so perhaps potentially pick it up. Dingson protection pads from the Overlord armaments. We have 5.7% weapon damage, 4.2% critical hit chance, and max explosive resistance. I would probably pass on this, but it looks intriguing, and you can make your decision on it. Mods, pick them up if you need them. See you guys at the campus. Welcome to the campus. Let's see what we're working with.
Glad to see you.
So we got the Carnage LMG with Perfect Sadist. Now this is actually pretty interesting. I would probably recommend rolling off the optimal range for a damage talent. But this is pretty good. This is a pretty good weapon, especially if you're looking and are interested in LMGs. Paratrooper SVD. We have the Marksman Rifle damage, headshot damage, critical hit damage with Reformation. Well, especially with this kind of weapon, you're going for a headshot, so Reformation might be a pretty good talent. Not for me particularly, but you can make your decision on it. Black Market RPK 74 with Unhinged. This is a pretty decent weapon, actually. Has almost maxed damage to target out of cover, almost 10% LMG damage, and swap speed. I would swap off the swap speed talent. So funny. But yeah, this is actually a pretty good weapon. Cheska. This is actually a pretty good mask. I would roll the skill damage, obviously, for crit damage. Yeah. Hanayu, pass. Mods picked them up, they're here. Welcome to the Dark Zone, ladies and gents. Let's see what we're working with.
Welcome, Agent.
And we have the Emperor's Guard, and this was on my list of must-buys. So it comes with a skill tier, 1% armor regen, and almost 7% headshot damage. I know that the headshot damage is not the best attribute, but this is very rarely sold, so it's probably worth picking up. Military M870, this is a pass. USC 45 ACP, with eyeless, I would say this is a pass. Eclipse Protocol, I might pick this up just because I'm looking for an Eclipse set. It looks good though. Factory Bulwark with skill damage and armor. This looks good. Walker Harris with a rainbow, I would pass. Wyvernware with, again, a rainbow, I would probably pass. And the mods, they are here if you need them. So welcome to Dark Zone South, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got.
Nice to see
We got the Liquid Engineer by Bellstone Armory. It looks pretty good. Pick this up if you really want it. We got the Tactical UMP 45 with Steady-Handed. I would probably pass, but pick it up if you want it. We got the ACR. Now this is actually pretty decent. It has 10.2% assault rifle damage, 14% health damage, and 7% damage to targets at a cover. You can probably change the Ranger talent to In-Sync or Optimist, but if you really think about it, Ranger is actually pretty good when it comes to the distance. If you're playing from a far distance, then you're getting your weapon damage amplified by 2% for every 5 meters you are away from your target. Probably a pretty good pickup. First Wade PF45 has almost the same exact rolls as the Ranger. We have the True Patriot. Pick this up if you really want it. Hardwired, same thing, same deal. Alps, same deal, has clutch. I'd probably pass. Cheska with braced, pass. Firearms, mods, pick them up if you need them. See you guys at the next one. So we find ourselves at Dark Zone East. And we have the Carnage yet again, and same thing, pick this up if you really want it. This time it's more costly because of the Dark Zone credits. M700 Tactical with stability, headshot damage, Marksman Rifle damage, and Ranger. Actually not a bad synergy, but I would probably pass just because I don't really play with Marksman Rifles. Black Market RPK 74 with Measured. This is actually pretty decent, but pricey again because of 100 Dark Zone credits. It looks pretty good though. Future Initiative, I would probably pass on this. But it is pretty good with skill damage. I would roll the skill damage though, of course. Ongoing Directive, we've got weapon damage, crit damage. This is pretty decent. Y'all Gear, and this is actually not bad. I like the armor and the Hasbro, but I would probably roll armor regen instead of explosive resistance. China Light Industries Corp. We've got skill tier, status effects, armor regen. Not a bad piece when you use this for a skill build, so maybe consider picking this up. Mods, they're here if you need them. See you guys in New York. So welcome to New York. Now we have the FAL with almost 10% assault rifle damage, 16.5% health damage, and 7% crit damage with bread basket. Probably a pass. Classic RPK 74 with close and personal and swap speed, probably a pass again. USC, pass. Military M9, this is a pass for me. 5.11 with safeguard, status effects, armor region, and armor, probably a pass. I could see it being useful in a skill build context though. Faux leather mitts from the Empress International. This is a rainbow, but actually not terrible. And I would consider picking this up if you really need a piece like this. Fenris Group AB, we have 10.6% weapon damage, 10.1% skill haste, 7.2% headshot damage. This is actually not a bad piece, but I particularly don't value either of the attributes. But if you do, then maybe consider picking it up. And the mods. So here we are at Roy Benitez, and we have the FAL with the 8% crit damage, health damage, and 10.8% assault rifle damage, and strained. Now this is actually a pretty interesting pick, and I put this on my list of must-buys because I wanted to try out how strained is going to interact with a DPS build, and it has 10% crit hit damage for every 0.5% seconds you're firing. Stacks up to 5 times, meaning you can stack up to 50% critical hit damage. And that's actually pretty good, so I want to test that out. And I would say probably consider picking it up. Tactical M249 Para with Future Perfect, damage to armor. This is actually not bad. Everything is good on this except for the talent. I would probably change the talent to Unhinged or In Sync or anything that's better than Future Perfect. USC, I would pass on this. The PX4 with Lucky Shot, I would pass. There's better pistols out there. The Big Drum from Overlord Armaments with Mad Bomber is probably a skip. Empress International, this is a skip for me. Murakami, this is a skip. And the mods. Well, alrighty guys, if you guys made it to the end, thank you for watching. I really appreciate everything you guys are doing to support the channel. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Deltah out. Peace.